can sit out there.
I don't have my book.
I might do a shoulder roll if this goes quickly out.
Yeah, so on.
Who's in the family office?
Steve, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, good, good.
Good.
Why don't you sit out there, Vince? And these chairs. So it's off until the 23rd of April, and then it's a 3-week cruise, but they did some mistakes. They should have gone. Just too long to be there. Adam crazy.
Thanks so much.
Well, he must be in a home somewhere. If I was there, he was the deputy minister. Did you really? He's a great guy. You know why? He's a bit of Barry. He's active. Yeah, he's a great guy.
For real? I got my cards. Signaling in.
I think when he finished being a deputy minister, then he became chairman of the Front of the British JBB back in the day. George Washington Canada. He had a nice little very so that's we'll chat sometime. I think I saw you in the cocaine for this. Came over, she was what happened? 50 years from that.
Do you guys have the flu go through your side?
Outback. Zinc.
I can see. Brush it up.
Sorry, I missed your talk and I missed the walk. Oh, that's fine. Go be on this.
Serving the jury, you see? Selfish.
Yeah, I know.
Jury, you can come. No, no, you've done your work. Definitely never be on.
Never is.
How was it? Where do you go with,
variance.
As a for rent sign on it.
You pay a price. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Bob. I'm writing these stories. Brian's book is coming out.
All rise.
Or remain standing in your case, Christopher. Sorry, I had to wait for coffee. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to our public hearing, plural. And we welcome back former Mayor Christopher Costner. It's great, always great to see you in these chambers, sir. And if you want, you can come up and hit the gavel a couple of times for old time's sake. Although I got to tell you, I don't think I ever saw you use it, and I've not had to use it yet. I've threatened once or twice. So there's actually there was 3 meetings tonight. We had an in-camera meeting before we started. We have now the 3 public hearings, and then following that will be at 7 o'clock or whenever we can get started soon thereafter, will be the regular meeting of council. So I hereby call to order the public hearing that's been scheduled on 3 matters here today on bylaws 4675, 4682, and 4681. And just note to everybody here, particularly anyone who wants to speak to these issues, that we are video recording and live streaming, and the video recordings will be archived and is available publicly. So if you and if anyone comes forward to speak, we do request that you provide, I think there'll be a little list over there, your name, and what community you live in, just so we know we can spell it for the record. And with that, I'm going to start with bylaw 4675. And as I do this, these are statutory public hearings that have certain steps that we must follow according to provincial regulations. And there's really 3 steps. I start by asking our manager of planning to give us a description of the particular bylaw. Then we receive any written submissions. And if there is to be any late correspondence that was received after the agenda, we will be required to have those read out in full. But I see Ms. Jones saying there isn't any, so that's good. We'll step through number 3, and then 4 will be an invitation to anyone here who wishes to address us on that particular bylaw. So, having set the stage, 4675, Ms. Jensen, could you please give us a high-level overview of the purpose of this bylaw?
Certainly. Bylaw number 4675 is for property at 1605 York Place. This bylaw, if adopted, will amend the zoning bylaw number 3531 by rezoning a portion of the property from one-family residential use, which is the RS2, to one-family residential use, RS3, in order to facilitate a two-lot, single-family residential development. This is currently one single-family lot that contains one single-family home and a detached garage on it. Should the rezoning be successful, the applicant will be looking to subdivide a smaller lot from the northern portion of the site, which will require removal of the detached garage. Also running in conjunction with this bylaw is a development variance permit to vary the lot width and lot frontage of the two lots, as well as a variance to remove the requirement for covered parking on the parent parcel.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jensen. I don't want to do too much reveal for the next public hearing on 4682, but can you just give us just a brief how they're connected? Because they are relating to the same piece of property. Just so, and they are separate hearings for members of the public, but they are obviously related.
Certainly. As a result of the review for this rezoning application, staff undertook a number of different items for council's consideration. A number of conditions were attached to the zoning amendment application, such as protection of trees. One other item that was noted was the heritage significance of the house that's already located on the property. And so the applicants have brought forward an application to designate their home as a heritage site as well.
Thank you very much. And we're going to deal with that separately, but you can make your views known on both if you get up on this first one. Thank you very much. Now, the next step is to receive the written submissions, and there's a number here we have on our agenda. Could I have a motion to that effect, please? Thank
Second.
you. Moved and seconded. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? None opposed. Thank you very much. Now, I understand there are no late pieces of correspondence, so no need to read. And now I invite persons deeming their interest in the property is affected by the bylaw to come forward and address us. I ask again, a second time, for any speakers on that issue. I think I'm going to ask a third time now on that same issue. Seeing no one come forward, I would move on to the next bylaw public hearing, please, which is that related one, 4682. And Ms. Jensen, could you start us off with the overview, please? I know you've touched on it already.
Certainly. Bylaw number 4682, again for a part of 1605 York Place, is to designate the property as a protected municipal heritage site. This bylaw, if adopted, will designate the residential building constructed on the subject property, including all additions and exterior alterations made to the residence, as a protected municipal heritage site pursuant to the heritage conservation provisions of the Local Government Act.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jensen. The next step is to receive the written submissions, which we have before us, which includes the statement of significance with respect to this property. Thank you. A motion to that effect, please.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? None opposed. Again, I understand there's no late correspondence. Thank you. And now I invite any persons who wish to address us on this issue to come forward. I ask for the first time. I ask for the second time. And I ask for the third time. Thank you. 4681, which is a completely different bylaw, unrelated to the first two, but requiring a public hearing nonetheless. Ms. Jensen, please, an overview.
Certainly. Bylaw number 4681 refers to general amendments to update the zoning bylaw. There are a series of 5 different items attached to these general amendments. The first one is to add a definition for lot depth to the zoning bylaw to be set out as the average distance between the front lot line and rear lot line of a lot. Currently, we have a number of calculations in the bylaw that rely on lot depth to determine what a setback might be, and we currently don't have any guidelines to set out what that lot depth would be. The second is to amend the definition of structure by adding the words "and is not limited to." Our current definition is really set up into 2 separate pieces, the main part of the definition and then a sample list. So the idea behind adding these wording is just to clarify that that sample list are not the only things that are included in the definition of structure. The third item is to amend paragraph 4653 for citing exceptions to really just clarify that eaves can extend into the required interior side yard setbacks by no more than 0.76 meters. We currently had a bit of a conflict between two separate sections. The fourth one is to amend subparagraph 46111B for gross floor area to specify that properties that are located in either an RS4 or an RS5 zone can exempt a portion of their garage or carport area from floor area calculations if that house was constructed prior to January 1st, 1986. There are already other subsections in the bylaw that address this, but we wanted to clarify specifically for these houses of this age range. And the last one is for section 5.1, prohibited uses that currently would prohibit commercial filming in parks or on beaches. Council has already addressed this through a report that came forward to them a number of months ago, and this is just to clarify the zoning bylaw that in fact those uses are permitted so long as they're approved by the Director of Parks, Recreation and Culture.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jensen, for that overview. We have written submission, which includes the bylaw and the report by Ms. Jensen. Motion to receive, please.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Thank you. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? None opposed. Thank you very much. We've got it out of sequence here. Reading any correspondence? No correspondence to be read. And then I invite anyone who wishes to address us on this bylaw to come forward, please. For a first time, I have the same question a second time, and then a third time. Thank you very much. Now I I ask for a motion to adjourn the public hearing, please.
Second.
Okay. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? None opposed. So for those of you who are going to wait to see what happens, you'll have to come back at 7. One of the, I can tell you, one of the things that we'll be doing, be suggesting to council, is we move those bylaws right up to the beginning of the agenda, right up to the front, and we'll deal with them. So they're usually at the back, but I think it's in fairness, we'll deal with those right up front before we go into the minutes and reports, all right? So thank you very much for attending, and there's a young lad out there who probably missed at all of this, the scintillating public hearing. So thanks for being here, and we might see you at 7. Thank you.